Hello everyone, welcome to my channel WeGrow Academy. Today I'm going to talk about again a very interesting topic that you guys have heard about it a little bit, but you have no idea what exactly the difference is. We're going to talk about the Indian accent versus American accent. So the moment I say the Indian accent, what exactly the difference is, and I say that what's the difference between American accent. So let's go and talk about the Indian accent first. So are we speaking, whenever we get indulged into the discussion in English language, we interact with a lot of people, not only with your friends, with colleagues, your clients, people you talk to them from the different countries as well for across the globe. And when you interact with them, are you really good enough? You go ahead and ask this question to yourself. Are you good enough in terms of your neutral accent? Are you speaking to them that clearly and your accent is so neutral? No. Most of the people have a problem of neutralizing their accent. So they don't neutralize, they don't work on accent neutralization. So you need to work on your accent neutralization. How do we do that? So whenever you talk to them, make sure that you sound Indian as well. So when you are Indian, of course, so we need to sound Indian too. But if you have a great knowledge in the accent and in the sounds in English language, then you can work on the different accents too. So, but before we could talk about that, the Indian and American sounds, we go ahead and talk about the Indian accent first. So the Indian accent actually plays a very important role, and it talks about that when somebody says, when we interact with anybody, when we talk to an American citizen, when we talk to UK citizen, when we talk to an Indian person, we would not be able to interact properly, and they find a hard time understanding our accent as well sometimes. It's because our pronunciation is not in place, our sounds are actually not in place, and we have a lot of MTI as well. That's called mother tongue influence. When we work on these areas, and these are the problems at which we have been facing it, and we don't speak an English language more often, so that's the reason our accent also damages, and our accent also will not be clear enough to go ahead and understand you clearly. So whenever we indulge into the discussion, maybe a telephonic discussion or maybe the in-person discussion in English language, when we're talking to them, please make sure that you're neutral in your sounds, you produce the sounds very clearly, and you open your mouth a little wider and then speak up, so that you would be able to communicate very clearly with someone, so that the people can understand very easily. Now, it's a great thing when we talk about Indian accent. Indian accent is a global accent. It's also a universal accent. Anybody can understand our accent in any of the country you go to. It's very easily. But are we good enough? Are we neutral in our accent or not is a question. If you are neutral in our accent, you would be able to communicate very effectively. But when it comes to the American accent, they overlap and they eat off so many words. That's the reason that you see that they do not have the correct sounds. Their sounds are so typical and so different as well. When we talk to them and we say that, for example, that if I say parrot is a bird, so they say parrot. They eat off a lot of words. They eat off so many words while speaking in English language, but that's how they speak, and that's their accent, and they are pretty good in it. Are we really good enough are we good in our neutral accent? We are not. So we need to work on our sounds is the first thing, and we need to work on our pronunciation, and we need to work on our daily practices. We need to work on our tongue twisters. We need to work on certain tips that we need to open our mouth while speaking to someone, so that we can see the difference in English language. We will see the difference in our sounds, pronunciation, and we also can see the difference in our accent as well. You can go ahead and work out a different accent as well. That should not be a problem. So I want you to go and watch as many as possible the news channels, that may be English news channels, Indian English news channels, American English news channels. Go ahead and watch them and try to go ahead and copy them, and then try to go ahead and learn the different accent and try to work on your pronunciation, and then we can create that difference gradually in our sound, and it also help you practice much, and we can produce correct sounds, and we can sound really well. And when you talk to anybody in English language over the phone, or maybe in the in-person discussion, people can easily understand you, and people can also feel that, oh, that's all right, and I can understand this person way easily. I don't have any problem understanding this guy or this girl, so that people can easily understand and communicate effectively. They don't find any difficulty understanding you. But accent neutralization is very important, that we need to work on certain things in order to neutralize your accent. So today's topic is about the accent neutralization. Many people do not neutralize their accent. So when we need to neutralize our accent, so we need to work on our pronunciation, that you need to follow certain practices in the pronunciation to see the difference. And the second thing, that you have to keep reading as many as possible, the books or maybe the newspaper, anything, whatever you do, whatever you want to read, go ahead and read it in English language only. So reading practice also improves your sounds. It also improves your pronunciation. It also improves a lot of things in your sound so that you would be able to produce and correct pronunciation to the different words. And the third thing that you need to make a habit of, thought process. That is a topic which I've already discussed, I believe, in my videos, that you can watch it if you are very new to my channel. So you can watch this. In the thought process, that plays a very important role when it comes to your accent neutralization. Talk with people as many as possible, and also think only in English. Imagine that you are speaking in English. Don't imagine that you're in your regional language that you're talking. Translate that in your mind, translate that in your brain, and think that yes, I can go ahead and communicate now. I'll go ahead and speak now. Maybe that you make wrong sentences. Maybe you go ahead and communicate not correctly. Maybe that you have a lot of mispronunciation. Maybe it looks quite embarrassing. It does not matter, because you're learning. So when you're in the learning stage, so make sure that you do not have to be shy. You don't have to hesitate. Confidence, passion is very important when you're learning something new. So when you go ahead and decide yourself that I'll go ahead and do that, and you would definitely go ahead and bring a drastic difference in your language, especially in your pronunciation, especially in your accent neutralization as well. Keep speaking, keep talking as much as possible. Open your mouth whenever you're producing sounds, whenever you're speaking with someone. Just don't go ahead and just say, for example, if I say, hello, how are you doing today? I'm doing really well. I had a very bad weekend, Ray. So no, instead of saying that, it looks so dull, make sure that your conversation should look live, and it also should look so energetic, and it should showcase that how proactively that you're involved in something. Hey, hello, how are you? I'm doing good. Yes, my weekend was so bad, I know that, but I think because I was stuck in something. That's how you can go ahead and talk about it. So, but nobody's interested to listen to your topic, or maybe not interested to listen to your concept, what you're talking about. So what's very important, that what they are interested to listen to you is your voice. Your voice needs to be very clear. Your voice and your sounds needs to be very clear, and it should sound like, yes, you're speaking in English language only. So that's how that you can improve your accent neutralization, and also can bring a lot of difference. I'll also go ahead and talk about some other aspects as well in my upcoming videos that also help you a lot to go ahead and neutralize your accent, which is going to be in my upcoming videos. So don't forget to go ahead and always subscribe, share, and like my channel, so that the more you go ahead and watch my channel, you will be able to see a lot of informative videos and a lot of information about this English language, business phrases, business communication skills, soft skills, and many more upcoming beautiful topics, which would definitely go ahead and help you gradually to improve in the areas that wherever that you're lacking in, and you can see a drastic difference after a period of time. Then you can say that yes, I've improved and I see the difference, and I'll be able to go ahead and crack an interview. I'll be able to go ahead and interact with the people now, and I don't find any kind of hesitation now anymore. Many more things. So that's how that the learning curve actually help you to improve and work on the areas that wherever you're lacking in. It could be a loophole, it could be a bug that you feel that yes, it's something lacking that I need to work on it. I don't have time. You can watch the videos and you can learn quickly. All right, American accent also, if I talk about American accent, is actually that overlap the words. You don't have to learn the American accent. When you're talking to them, many people they go ahead and copy the American accent. You don't have to do that until and unless that you have the knowledge of the sounds and the phonetics. If you know that the phonology and the phonetics of these sounds, and you know that what exactly and how they emphasize the words, how and where to stress, where not to stress, then you will be able to talk correctly in American accent too. But it's not necessary. You can go ahead and copy the melody of the sounds. You can go ahead and copy the sounds, and you can modulate the voice. These are the things you can go ahead and bring the change and the difference in the communication skills while whenever you are getting indulged into any kind of English discussion, maybe you're at the office, maybe that you're in the casual discussion. Make sure that you go ahead and follow these practices which I'm talking about. You definitely can see the difference, and this difference will definitely help you go ahead and work on several things in accent neutralization, and also go ahead and work on your accent and bring a lot of voice modulation as well. I believe that you love this topic, and I'm also going to come up with again a new interesting topic which is going to be so beneficial to all of you. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like my channel. Thank you once again. Bye bye.